It's totally fine. I have a lot more stories.
That you do.
Yeah.
That you do.
Guilty as charged with the stories.
Hi there, it's Chris Whiting once again with I've Got Something to Say. This week's edition, Rectum damn near killed him. So, if you have ever been a parent or a kid, you know that parents embarrass their kids. It's just something they do. It's a rite of passage, it has to happen, and it happens for everyone. Today I want to tell you about a time when my mother embarrassed me and literally stuck it up my backside. I was a young lad and I was homesick, but it was the good kind of sick. It was the not too sick kind of sick. So I was too sick to get to school, but I could still lay on the couch and watch TV and see what F Troop was up to or what was happening on the Gilligan's Island. And things were going pretty well until she decided that she needed to take my temperature. So she stuck the thermometer in my mouth, and this was back in the olden days before you just put a strip on your forehead or stuck a metal node under your armpit. This was a glass thermometer with mercury in it, went into your mouth under your tongue. So she stuck it in my mouth, and I bit down on that sucker so hard that I broke the glass in my mouth and had mercury spill out. Did I get mercury poisoning? I don't know. Those who know me well can be the judge of that one. But it was at that point when she said, all right, Chris, wash your mouth out. We're going to have to go another route, and you've brought this on yourself. So I didn't know exactly what was going to happen, but she brought out another thermometer that looked very similar to the one that had just been in my mouth. And then she brought out a little container of Vaseline as well. So she opened up the jar of the Vaseline. She stuck the thermometer down into the Vaseline, and I didn't realize it, but what was about to happen was going to affect me the rest of my life, because even today, if I see a jar of Vaseline pulled out, I pucker involuntarily as soon as the lid is taken off of that thing. So she made me lay on my stomach on that couch with my pants pulled down around my kid ankles, and she stuck that sucker right up my prison wallet. So I'm laying there on the couch feeling very vulnerable. If you've ever been an altar boy or a scout, you know that laying on your stomach with your pants down ain't a good position to be in. So she wants to cover my shame a little bit, and she brought out an Afghan, not a person from Afghanistan, but these are blankets that are like woven out of yarn, and they've got a lot of holes. If you've ever watched the now defunct Roseanne show, the Afghan is kind of a character on the back of their couch. So she took one of those woven blankets, laid it over my backside so the thermometer was sticking out through one of the woven holes. So I'm just laying there trying to process what's happening to my little body, thinking, well, this is bad, but I'm sure it can't get much worse, until I hear a car door slam in the driveway, and through the living room windows, I see my mom's best friend, Barbara, exiting her car and walking up to our front door. A little bit about Barbara. Super nice woman. My mom is still good friends with her to this day. Now, at the time, and I'm going to say I was in first grade, maybe kindergarten, second grade, somewhere in there, I had a girlfriend at school. And I believe my first girlfriend, her name was Rhonda, and Rhonda happened to be the daughter of Barbara, who was walking up to our front door. So I am mortified at this point. Like, my girlfriend's mom is going to come in, see me laying with my pants down and a thermometer sticking out of my beehole up through the Afghan on the couch. And I begged my mother, Mom, Barbara's coming. Don't open the door. Don't open the door. Don't open the door. And my mom, in typical parent fashion, Chris, it's fine. She's not going to notice anything. Really? She's not going to notice anything. I'm laying here with something sticking out of my backside. I hope it's a one-time occurrence. I don't know if this is like a gateway thing. Like first it's a rectal thermometer, then I need a garden thermometer, then I need a sundial. I don't know where this is headed, but I don't like it at all. Or I kind of like it and I wish I didn't. Well, anyway, Mom decides, no, I'm going to let Barbara come in. So Barbara comes into the house. I'm laying there mortified. I'm saying hello, but I'm trying to keep my breath low and even. Because I know if I breathe too much, it's going to cause things in my body to move, and I don't want it to look like I'm trying to conduct an orchestra with this little baton that's sticking out of me. So I'm being very calm, very quiet, trying to will her with my imagination to not look at what is sticking out of the Afghan down behind me. They talked for probably 4 hours. I don't know how long it was, but it was way too long. Finally, Barbara leaves. I have no idea to this day if she ever saw that thermometer. I don't know if she told her daughter, my girlfriend Rhonda, about the thermometer. I don't know. She left. My mom went and plucked the thermometer from its holding area. My temperature was back to normal. I was 98.6 degrees, humiliated at that point. I was physically healthy enough to go back to school and emotionally destroyed enough never to want to. Anyway, I'm Chris Whiting, and that's all for this edition of I've Got Something to Say. Huge shout out to our good friends at KCTK Radio for the production here, and my good buddy Paul for putting this all together. If you've got questions, comments, concerns, if there's stories you want to hear or you think I should tell, reach out to me at cwhiting11@gmail.com. That can't wait to talk to you all again.